Thank you, Justine. Thank you, Gertrude. Aloha. I'm a yes-fan. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. I was told my entire life that I could do or be anything that I wanted to be. Like, for instance, a 6'3" Danish prince. Or Ricky Schroeder. Okay, so yeah, that Ricky Schroeder silver spoons analogy, that dates me. Yes, I am a 45-year-old yes-man. And I still think today that every single one of you, even back there, is in love with me. I believe that. I'm actually a lesbian, and I never knew it growing up in a galaxy far, far away in Eugene, Oregon, where all the good women are men. See, I never knew it because I was never into hairy legs or flannel shirts or beards in either gender. So I never knew it. I never knew it growing up that I was a big label. I love labels because they come off just like clothes. See, all you have to do is take some pairs of scissor sisters and just go like this. And they come right off. That was Scissor Sisters, if you couldn't hear me. Sorry about my enunciation. So I grew up not knowing that I was a big label, and I found out that I was another form of label. Apparently, I like pretty, which some of you might know that about me up higher. And I like pretty, in the version of like a Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman, right? Or Margot Robbie. Who doesn't love Margot Robbie? Harlequin? Yeah, she's hot. Okay. So apparently, my friend told me the other day, she was like, Jen, you're a looksist. Did you hear that? Looksist. And I was like, is that some form of variation of a racist? I was like, oh shit. It's like, okay, so if that means that I'm enamored by beauty, that I surround myself by beauty, that I am soothed by beauty, then yes, I might be a looksist. Case in point, I go to get my coochie. Is that the word we're using for it tonight? I go to get it waxed at the salon, and I lay down on the bed and I'm sweating bullets. And in walks the beautiful waxer. And all of a sudden I'm just like, yes, please rip my pubic hair off of that hot wax. And I don't know why. I don't know why. And then yes, I do, because you're pretty. And it's supposed to make me look pretty. Apparently that's what they say. I've always been conflicted growing up about the girls' bathroom. It's been an interesting place for me. So I'll give you the plus. It's cleaner than the boys.
So true.
Urinals are gross. Okay? Minus, I would be called out as a little boy in the bathroom. And that's when my brother and my dad decided to start calling me Tom. So yeah, and then another plus, there are girls. Minus, there are girls. And I don't know where to look in case they might be changing their clothes because I don't care about your boobs, not at all. If I gotta play it cool. I can't look, I gotta look down, because a straight girl wouldn't care. So if you just put your boobs out, I wouldn't care, but I did. And it made me really nervous and anxious. But plus, once you're 21 in the girls' bathroom, that's where you get to kiss straight girls. Spent a lot of time there in my 20s. So can you guys hear me? Yeah, okay, because I'm going to hold, in the back I guess they can't, so I'm going to hold it up here, I apologize. Moving onwards, I was born and raised in Oregon, as I mentioned. And in Oregon, we like a little hippie with every meal. Back home, most things are made with 100% real vegans. And the warning labels on the products, they do not say, warning, this product may have been made in a facility that contains nuts. The warning labels on the products say, warning, this product may contain a dreadlock or two. I love Oregon. It's one of the few states in our nation that has legalized marijuana. And they also have, this is a true story, they have a pothole hotline. And I can just imagine myself dialing up 1-800-FIX-MY-HOLE. And then all of a sudden this beautiful millennial drives off from the dispensary in his Prius, and his dreadlocks are flowing in the wind, and he comes to my house and he puts a bud in the hole of my pipe. And I don't even smoke pot. But it's a true thing, it's legit. If you're in Portland, they have signs now. Next time you go there, you can dial up 503, write this down in case you need to know this, 503-823-BUMP. It's a legit thing. So the next time you're in Portland and you're driving along in your SUV hybrid thing and you hit a pothole and your soy latte flies up into the air and splashes all over your yoga pants, you can call that number. And I think they actually put it in place so that Sage and Bailey and Summer would stop calling 911. If you ask me what kind of Oregonian am I would say solar powered. So I guess that makes me a fair-weathered Oregonian. If you've ever been there, you would know what I mean when I say that it's very sad, which stands for seasonal affective disorder. And if you live there, when the winter comes, it gets really, really depressing, and you have to order a light box. Your physician will give you a prescription for a light box. That is the only way in the winter months that you can actually get some form of solar light. You guys familiar with that? Okay. So when the winter sets in Oregon, the clouds roll in, and you don't see the sky for at least 9.5 weeks. Until the refrigerator door opens, and all of a sudden, out comes Mickey Rourke and Kim Basinger, and you find yourself in a threesome, eating strawberries and Jell-O in front of the refrigerator. And then the girl from 50 Shades of Grey, she has multiple orgasms. So those were some old school references. I love Oregon. Oregon, my Oregon, I really do, but please visit in the summer. It's a better time of year to go. I've actually been home more recently because my father passed away, and you're never really ready to lose a parent. Yeah, never. So the day before Dad died, we were out to lunch at a brew pub, and he decides to tell me baseball jokes. And he was really, really excited. It was really sweet. And he was like, okay, Jen, he was like, what do you call it when a pitcher throws a fastball and they can't hit it? And I was like, I don't know, Dad, I don't play baseball. And he was like, a blue bayou. And I was like, okay, that just happened to be the name of a salad on the menu that he had ordered, so I guess it inspired him. And he continued on with the joke, and I was just sitting there, and he went like this, he was going, flicking his head, wouldn't stop. And I was like, Dad, what's wrong? Somebody is laughing, they might know baseball. Apparently it was a continuation of the baseball jokes, so it's the flip side of it. So when the batter can't hit the ball, the batters are now hitting everything that the pitcher hit, and it's like the pitcher's like, home run, home. And you know, and I was like, yeah, thank you. He likes the dad jokes too, and he knows baseball. I love him. We'll talk afterwards. I paid him a lot of money to laugh at that one. So my dad thought he was funny, and apparently we had something in common. So after Dad died, I suggested to my mom and my brother that we call it AL for After Leonard, wherein at that time we could do anything that we want. AL consists of going shopping rather than camping. AL consists of letting the person into traffic rather than calling them an asshat. An AL consists of me no longer being called Tom, unless I want to be. Great. We love Dad. So, the intensive care unit, if you've been there, the ICU, is a whole other planet. And when you're there, you don't really want to be there, but you don't imagine being anywhere else but there. It's that space, it's that time of transition. And if you're in the ICU or in the hospital in Oregon, they have vegan food, plus. And you can also do yoga in the patient's room. So I was like, okay, this is 2 a.m. one night, and I'm going to show you, this is a bound squat, so for you back there, can't you? So I was down, just wanted to give you a visual. Behind the curtain, I'm down like this. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Okay. Apparently, that was very scary when all of a sudden the ICU nurse pops around the corner and she almost drops her trays of meds on the floor. And I can just imagine, she's like, shit, daughter down. She might be trying to strangle herself in a yoga pose. And I'm like, I'm just a yogini, it's okay. And I didn't think that that would scare her. I figured she's in the ICU, right? She's got to see death and ghosts and all sorts of other kind of crazy stuff up there in the ICU. So my dad had a joy of life I really, really appreciated. And I also really appreciated that ICU staff that was there. It's kind of like there are these gatekeepers for transition, right? And the other side to it is the people in the OBGYN that are delivering babies. And it's always so interesting to me, like one is sad and the other is happy. It's an interesting concept. So my dad had this joy of life that I will forever cherish. And he thought he was funny, so I wouldn't have expected anything less on his last breath. So when the time came, they unplug all the bells and whistles and stuff. I'm getting kind of real there. If I cry, don't laugh. Kidding. So it took several hours, once they took everything out and off. And when the time came, my mom leaned in to give my dad a kiss on the forehead. And my dad had snorted. And my mom jumped back and we all started laughing. And I was like, thank you, Dad. Thank you so much, Dad. We needed that. And a few days after that, my mom sent me little mini Leonard in his mini urn. And I called her up and I asked her, I said, Mom, did you send me his good side? Thank you.